Hey y'all, welcome back to Convos with Bree. I'm Bree, Bree, and today I want to talk about this statement. If you wait till you're ready, you'll never do it. I have said this more times than I can count. I have used this on myself, on others, and today life has me thinking much deeper about what this statement has been doing in my background, in my unconscious energy, how it's been changing the trajectory of my life and my perception of this journey that I am on. And a lot of times with dreaming takes a lot of trial and error. It takes a lot of discovery, of uncovering, processing. It is not just like I think something up and boom, it's done. Like it goes through a lot of different stages. And a lot of things happen energetically, they happen within, because a lot of what is needed for me to bring a dream to fruition is I have to change my belief of self, of what I know about myself, of what I think and feel about myself. And it's uncovering a lot of honesty within. It's being able to create the space and a setting that I want to be honest in, where I can be honest in. Once I create that space within that allows myself to get truly honest about how I'm feeling, that's when things start changing. And I've sat with this for a while today. I've been writing on this for a couple hours now, writing my way through it, processing my feelings. And that statement, if you wait until you're ready, you'll never do it, has honestly been putting more pressure on me than clarity. It was making me try to force things, and it was making me try to make it happen before I was actually ready for it to happen. And there were even times when I took little leaps and I didn't regret it, but I also knew it wasn't quite right. And I found myself doubting my sense of right. I found myself doubting my trust in myself. And I found myself beating myself up a lot, blaming myself for not moving faster and figuring it out quicker and just taking risks and jumping in head first. But the thing is when I started really processing this and looking back, I do that when it feels good to do that. But I also need space to feel good to slow down and to admit I'm not ready and to admit that there is work to be done here. There are things to be uncovered, things to align, things to change, things to reroute. There's things to do here. And I realized that I didn't need to feel so pressured. I didn't need to feel so forced. I could listen to myself. I could trust myself because I do take the time when I need it. That sentence that if you wait until you're ready, you'll never do it. That sentence isn't always true. It has its purpose, but it's not always true. And we have to be able to listen to that too. And today I realize that. Today I can move more confidently in the slower spaces and the honest spaces. And I understand that it's all a part of the process. To get from one point to another, you must walk the path. And I'm walking the path. I'm not waiting. I'm climbing. I'm building. I'm finding my way there. And when we truly trust that we can trust ourselves and that we will find our way, and we can trust the timing of our life, we can trust everything that is processing, everything that we are learning, and we can change our perspective on it. We can enjoy the journey. We can enjoy the lessons. We can soak it all in. So I am taking this lesson and I am diving more deeply today. I am trusting in all of this more deeply. And I am allowing things to play out more beautifully than I've ever allowed them to play out before. And it feels really nice. It feels very exciting and invigorating. And I feel ready because I allowed myself the understanding that feeling ready isn't really just about a feeling. It's about connecting within, aligning, believing, trusting. It's real. You're allowing yourself the space to stop pretending and allow what once felt like make-believe to be true. It's your new reality. You've done the work. You've allowed the changes. You've given yourself the space, and now it's real. That's when it comes to fruition. That's what feeling ready is to me. And when I wait for it to be ready, everything is right. Everything feels good. And I can trust that if I find myself in places unprepared that I wasn't expecting, I can trust that I will find my way because I always have. And it might not always feel great, but it will always lead me somewhere. And I will always make it a beautiful path. I truly trust that nothing that is meant for me will miss me. I truly trust this journey. I truly trust this climb. All right, y'all. The reflection that I wrote on this today is over at convoswithbree.com. It is under the reflections tab. It'll be the very first one that pops up if you are reading or going there today on Saturday, July 25th. Otherwise, you'll find the reflection called I Wasn't Waiting, I Was Climbing. And it's great. It has some great reflection questions. I worked really hard on this one, and I hope you guys enjoy it as much as I do. I hope it opens some doors for you today, expands your perspective, expands your mindset, your way of being, your way of living. I hope it helps you breathe a little easier and take a little bit of that pressure off of yourself. And I hope that it helps you see what invisible sentence you've been living by that you maybe weren't aware of until this reflection. The way that this changed for me, I hope it changes for you. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for being here. Let's have a beautiful day. Remember, it's full of magic. You are magic. Be here now. Choose what you see.